All right, quick little drone review for you guys. This one is the Stone HS700e. It's more of a classic version drone. So something I like to do with drones is just leave it in my car, and then when I see a nice scene, nice waterfall, nice reservoir, just whip it out and just get a good view of the landscape. And I have a couple other drones for it, but I had encountered two problems. One was I always had to unfold them and whatnot, and second, when it was windy, it was kind of just getting blown around, and couldn't really maintain its trajectory and hover. So this one, I said, oh, just check this out. Comes in a bigger case. I said, maybe it's better. But one thing I quickly realized is the blades are not on it, so you still have to deal with these blades. And these blades, there's directions to them. They're directional. You have to make sure it's installed properly with a little rotation indicator, and they have a letter as well. Okay, so the camera is here. This is more old school, where it's unfolding like the old DJIs. And this is not on a gimbal, but it's got some kind of elastic stabilization. So you'll see how it works. And then the one thing I want to show you was the weight. The weight, it's quite a bit heavier, 557 grams. Okay, and this is the remote. And then the one I've been enjoying is this Stone 700G. Small one, but it's got a gimbal. And I can compare. It's got a better camera as well. So here's the drone itself. And this one weighs 367 grams. And this one is the new crop of drones that are under sub 250 grams. So like the DJI Mini 2, Mini 3, they're all like this, because there's a law that if it's over 250 grams, you have to register it. So here it is. It's a Ruko. I have a link in the description as well. And this one is 243 grams. So it's cool. It's very stable. Just takes off in high wind when these two are not very stable. And you know, it's not blown around so easily. It's not very fast, not like this one. And the camera is just okay. No gimbal, so you see the tilt and whatnot. It's not the clearest. And then when I tried the Follow Me application, it was facing me. I said, follow me. You go like this. And I could not make it face me. So the Follow Me is not that useful if the camera is not facing you, right? So I couldn't figure out how to get that fixed. The last nit on it is the battery is not very big right here. So it does run out kind of quick. These drones, when they're halfway, they don't want to be run anymore because they can't return back. So there you go. Enjoy some of the running video. Thank you. All right, here is a little bit of test footage. So you turn it on, makes that loud beep. Here is a remote. You fold out the handles. Not necessary, but they're for stability. These are the antennas. Get them out of the way, and then you pull out the phone holder. Pull out and then push forward. Very handy when you have a smaller phone that you could just use for this purpose. Looks for the Wi-Fi of the Stone. Start the app. Hit that red button and then take off. And right here it's just gonna hover. So pretty easy to fly. You know, if you ever wanted to learn how to play with a drone without spending $700 for a DJI Mini, this is one way to get started. $259 in Amazon, and I see a coupon code right now for instant sale for $159. So the wind picked up right there. You could see it get moved around and it recovers. It uses GPS to set its location and height. Whenever you turn around, you swivel like that, there's a little bit of drift, and then it tries to go back in position. So right here, I'm gonna try and do some maneuvers in a very tight space by the front yard. And it's rather windy. So what's really cool with this drone is I feel comfortable. It's more stable than the little drones in wind conditions. Here is a full acceleration up. Not super fast, but fast enough to get going, keep you out of trouble. And the image is actually not as shaky because it's not super fast. Right there, you can see it's stable in the wind. Kind of noisy, but it's just a 550 gram drone. So it just does need power. And here it is. You just press the landing button and it's gonna land near where it took off. So it took off on that red brick and it's just gonna miss it by a few inches, so not bad. Here I'm gonna hover into the street, navigate through the car and the tree. I haven't been using drones too long, but now I feel comfortable flying them. It's all about flight time. You know, the more time you have, the more you get comfortable with wind, with obstacles, sense of direction. And I think it's real key to get the skill of flying before you start using autopilot and obstacle detection, because you might never learn how to be aware of your surroundings. Right there, landing. And here I'm in a reservoir. I'm taking this footage with an iPhone, and very shortly I'm going to show you the footage that comes from the drone itself. You can see the wind, you can see the bush right there. And this is the footage from the drone HS700e. So as you can see, not super awesome, but good enough to get an idea, maybe get some still shots. The colors are a little blown out, not super accurate, they're a little greenish. Clouds have some definition. And then when you move it, it's not super shaky, but there is a little bit of distortion you see there, and a little bit of tilt. And yeah, there it straightens itself out. So no gimbal on this, just some mounting stabilization. And then now I'm gonna very quickly, after I land this thing, I'm gonna show you the footage from the Holy Stone 720G, the gimbal edition. So you could definitely compare the footage from both. So here it's gonna land. Come on. It has detection, ground detection, so it knows not to crash or land hard. So here is the Holy Stone 720G for gimbal. A little more accurate on the color, not as blown out. Look at the clouds, a little more active. This one is that 350 gram drone, quite a bit faster. And I'll have a link on the description for this one as well. You know, if you don't want something that's super heavier or more stable in heavier wind, this would be what I would recommend. $259 in Amazon, and there's a instant sale, $40 off, so about $229.